Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson for the NIOS English, which is for senior secondary code number 302, and today we are learning about chapter 3. Basically in senior secondary you will be coming across different types of chapters in this total of 30 chapters, okay, which we have first 25 chapters, which is the literature part, and the last five chapters, which is the optional part, divided into two categories: option 1, option 2. Option 1 for reception and option 2 for office use. It is either one of them you choose, option 1 or option 2, but with the 25 chapters. So the book is in the one booklet you are having two parts. The first book part is called chapter 1 to chapter 25, which is all your grammar, comprehension, literature, everything, and the other book 2 is the part which is 10 chapters, and you choose either the first 5 or option 1, which is the reception, or the next 5, which is for office. So basically, during this time from chapter number 1 to chapter number 25, not the book 2, which is optional, the first part of section A, you are having many such chapters now, starting from chapter number 3, which will have something called as reading with understanding. Now, this reading and understanding is nothing but just a normal practice for you people. Not a single question comes in the examination for the comprehension. Nothing comes for the grammar from here, but it's just that it is your practice to develop your English and have the ability of solving. So it's a short chapter, since it is not that much important for it is not important for literature at all. But what we are going to do is we're just simply going to go through it, read it just as an extra practice, because in the end, my duty is to teach you people and make you people aware of different rules and regulations and make you thorough with the chapter. So we'll just quickly have a reading on this thing. So we have section 1 and section 2, two divisions in this one. Section 1 is one story, section 2 is another story. So basically, sometimes in reading and understanding, we have two stories, sometimes one story. So in section 1, we have something called this story, which starts as such. Thimmaka and her husband Bukalu Chikkiya, a childless couple of Elikal village in Karnataka, decided to adopt children. But the children they chose to rear were 284 banyan trees along a 3-kilometer stretch of what is now called the National Highway 48 in Karnataka. The trees filled up a void in their lives, and just recently Thimmaka received the National Citizens Award for Social Forestry from the Prime Minister. In the 1950s, it was Thimmaka who tried of her neighbor's jibes, directed at her childlessness, hit upon the plan. Why not plant banyan trees and rear them like our children? She thought. So the lonely couple decided to plant trees. Thimmaka's husband was a disabled person, hence she had to work as a laborer every day and did not have the time for much less else. But firm in their resolve, they took great pains to dig pits on either side of the road. Their next task was to choose suitable banyan saplings. They finally planted 300 saplings and put up the thorny bushes around to ensure that the cattle did not eat up the tender trees. Thimmaka brought water in the pots from a long distance and poured it on the foot of saplings every day. During the rainy season, she poked at the roots of the tree to make them go deep, and as the area was not fenced, she kept a constant vigil and nursed the plants for 10 years. It was time spent well, as it gave her fulfillment and pride. Even as the couple nursed the saplings, she was working in the quarry for their hand to mouth existence, which is for their, of course, daily wages. If she could not go to the quarry, they would have nothing to eat that day. True, her work was back-breaking, but she could not neglect their trees either. She would go to Kudur Road and attend to the saplings before the break of dawn, and the trees, like children who live in the atmosphere of love and caring, responded to her call and grew up. Now, in the prime of their lives, 284 that took root provide a green canopy for 3-kilometer nest for birds and prevent soil erosion. They are also worth an estimated rupees of 85 crore. So this is only the story that they were a childless couple. They planned to make their children in the form of growing plants and saplings of banyan trees. Out of 300, and they planted 300, but 284 they could survive, and that is what it has filled with a 3-kilometer area over there, and it has a worth rupees of 85 crores. And this is what the story is about. First part. Now we have, and then you have this question to solve, as you can do it in common comprehension. Now we have section 2, which is why do astronomers think there may be a life on Mars? We'll just read it quickly. As you know, scientists are now conducting all kinds of experiments to see if life can be found anywhere else in the universe. Naturally, it is easier to explore our own solar system for signs of life than it is to probe outer space. And one of the places where some scientists believe a form of life might be found is the planet Mars. Why did they pick Mars? Well, Mars is considered to be a sort of twin of our own planet Earth. It is the next planet beyond the Earth in distance from the Sun. Mars is about half the diameter of the Earth and it rotates around the Sun in just under 2 years. But Mars has a day that is almost equal to length to our day on the Earth. In observing Mars, astronomers have noticed certain things that indicate a form of life may be possible there. First of all, Mars has seasons like the Earth. In fact, as seasons change in Mars, there seem to be changes on its surface. The dark areas get stronger in the spring and summer, and the color changes from bluish green to yellow. Could this be vegetation? Astronomers also believe that there is at least a small amount of water vapor in the atmosphere of Mars, and this would be very helpful in supporting life. Then, too, in 1887, an Italian astronomer Giovanni reported seeing markings on the surface of Mars that resembles canals. Could have these been built by Martians in order to carry water from the polar region to the desert areas? Scientists wondered. Now, what are Martians? Nothing but some aliens or unidentified creatures. In 1976, two American Viking spacecrafts landed on the surface of Mars. The instruments in the spacecraft searched the surrounding soil for signs of life and radioed their results back to Earth. These results showed that either there are germs in the soil or that the soil is very unusual and not like on the Earth. If life does exist on Mars, it would be a very simple form of life. Now again, after reading this paragraph, there is questions related to over here which you can go through and solve and then finally check your answers. It's just a short story. Just remember, reading and understanding is only for the sake of practice, for and to develop your language, your skills to how to write an exam. None of it is coming in the examination, all reading with understanding lessons. But I'll still upload it just as a revision for you people. Thank you.